Hello everyone, this is Kumori here. Hi everybody. So I know I haven't posted a video about Pokemon Go yet, and that's because I had some phone issues and had to end up upgrading and blah blah blah. I've also been out of town. But also, one of the things I want to note to you guys is that this is my first Pokemon Go related video for now, because I want to wait before I review the game or do any of that until the game has gotten farther along. So, anyways, guys, so what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, and yes, you can notice I didn't do any video. I'm sunburned and I'm tired, so I'm going to post some pictures from my game progress or pictures of Poke plushies I made from first gen or just first gen Pokemon that I've made. So anyways, let's get this pretty much a podcast or a vlog or whatever you want to call it started. Okay, so I got the game the second day after it came out. It couldn't play on my S3, and then I had a cheat thing, and I found a way to play the game. But, so it took me a long time because, let me just tell you guys, where I live, it's a nice neighborhood, but it's not rural. I live in the suburbs. So, one of the problems is there are no Pokestops. There's one Pokestop near me, and the gyms are at least a mile away. So, I had never battled at a gym. So, no, my level was solely basing on what we have here is Rattata and Weedle. And yes, I am the queen of the weed. Not weed like you smoke it, but weed like the dole. The first Pokemon I had officially really seen, other than an Eevee get caught, was, in the house, was a Weedle on my butt. And then later on, I saw a Kakuna on my butt. Well, and I really do like my Weedle. Call him Red Light. Caught him at a red light. One of the first Pokemon that I caught on my way to Chicago. Well, anyways, so it took a while to level up to level 5. And I haven't beaten a gym until recently. Or challenged myself. Tony tried to challenge one while we were on vacation. So I hadn't picked my team. And so I started seeing things on Facebook about the different teams. Team Valor, Team Mystic, and Team Instinct. Now, if you don't know much about these teams, they're pretty much, their colors are based off the legendary birds. Moltres being Team Valor, Articuno, Team Mystic, and Team Instinct is Zapdos. Which, there are many rumors going around that it'll be Battle of the War of the Teams and you'll get legendaries. I honestly don't think that's necessarily going to be it. I just think they needed to relate to something. And 3 legendary birds, that relates. And it's the 3 primary colors, which is another thing I'm going to talk about. Blue, red, and yellow, the colors that are needed to create physical light. Anyway, that gets complicated. But one of the things that it is those are all primary colors. They can't be made by other things, which makes sense relating to legendary birds. Fire, electricity, and ice. Or Moltres would be molten lava, which are the secondary elements compared to earth, fire, wind, and air. Earth, fire, wind, and air, and water, of course. Ooh, Piggy. He's being a sneaky pooty. But anyways, so I was looking at the teams, and I happened to only be able to click a gym from afar, so I didn't even get to battle the first gym. I just got to pick my team. And so I was looking at them, and I was like, Team Valor, red, and for Valor, I'm thinking of Valor. Team Mystic, mystical, blue, and then Team Instinct. And there was no way I was going to pick Team Instinct. It's a horrible yellow color. No offense to any Team Instinct people out there, but no. And it was Zapdos, which my 2 favorite birds are of the legendaries, not excluding Ho-Ho, are Articuno, then Moltres. So, and then it's, Lugia, then Zapdos. Sorry, Zapdos. So, I picked, Team Mystic. And I've been sitting and analyzing because of all the memes and everything else, and the people that I know that will fit the teams about perfectly, and descriptions of people that I've met from the team. So we're going to start with my team. Team Mystic. And you're like, all the Valors are like, oh, here's another Team Mystic going on about it themselves. But, Team Mystic people seem to be more relaxed because they're an in-between. But, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't start with Team Mystic. Team Mystic is probably where I should start. Team Valor people fit Valor. They're usually people that are a lot more outgoing, a little more aggressive, and they tend to be a little bit of a tease, or in Tony's case, gonna get slapped for saying stupid things, but they tend to be a little more aggressive, which follows Valor. Valor, honor, you know, in war, your Valor, you win a Medal of Valor, you gotta be a little more aggressive. I'm not saying be mean or anything, but I'm just saying how it kind of fits the tie of the description. More of a warrior, which, gym-wise, from my vast exploration of Indy and Michigan, in Chicago, it's seemingly that Team Valor people tend to hold a lot of gyms. Team Valor and Team Mystic. Now, there are some Team Instinct around, but the Valor seem to be battling a lot more with the Mystic, which makes sense, because they seem to, in a way, be opposites, but yet, as you go on to descriptions of Team Mystic, they tend to be outgoing people that are a little more fun to get along with. They get along with both teams, yet they're aggressive to some point, like, you know, like aggressive to be like that underlying, you're cool and calm, but when shit goes down, your ass is freaking on it. But I've noticed that, because in a way, I very much fit the ongoing battles between Team Mystic and Team Valor. As I say, it worked out really oddly strange, the way the team placings were, and how they seem to place the people. Tony, Leaf Shadow, tends to joke around with me a lot, and we tend to tit for tat in a good, fun, loving couple way, which fits a lot of how Team Valor and Team Mystic rig on each other, steal each other's gyms, laugh about it, post funny memes and stuff, but in the long run, they're really probably not gonna hurt each other very much, but it's more of a fun rivalry. And it's a more intense fun rivalry than anything with Team Instinct, which is shown by memes and memes. Now, I've met all kinds of Team Instincts, just like how there's more aggressive Valors, and from the 3 people I know that are, for sure, I know up close that are Team Instinct, and from the people that I've met, the one reason why I think there's less Team Instinct is just there's less people that joined, but also because the Team Instinct people that I've met have been they're kind of introverted, or they're kind of more not as socially inclined. That would explain a lot. They're kind of fun, go-lucky people once you get to know them, but they're often seemingly shy. And that makes sense, because, you know, you follow your instincts, you're more closer to your natural behaviors, and learning to be more careful. As for Team Mystic, you're a little more calm or relaxed. Blue doesn't necessarily. I've done very good color study which relates to this. Blue tends to be a calm, and I don't think it's more sad, but I think blue's more of an emotional color. Things we relate to with blue, like the sky, the ocean, the water, and blue is more of a rarity in nature. It's harder to find blue flowers that are, you know, there's a difference between blue and purple flowers. They're hard to find. And that's how it kind of seems to be with Team Mystic. Team Mystic has been, leading some gyms, which seems to be it. But Team Valor, I've seen, has teamed to sweep, which kind of makes Mystic kind of in the, we're good, but I haven't, and we can hold our gyms. It's just not as as much popular, which the attitude of the people on Team Mystic kind of fits the attitude to the population. Now, when it comes to Team Valor, they tend to be outward going. A lot of them are. I've seen a lot of people when we're walking through the streets of Michigan going, Team Valor! And they're constantly posting on Facebook, which is also somehow I relate. I see a lot of Team Valor stuff, not as much Team Mystic, and I kind of see Figgy. Yes, I see Figgies. But I tend to see less Team Instinct. And there's some places that have a few, but they're the Team Instinct, when they get in there, they tend to get in there really super high leveled and hold the gym for a last amount of time and not leave. Team Valor and Team Mystic seem to have the back and forth rivalry where they, fight back and forth, lose the gym, get back in, fight back and forth. Team Valor tends to, because they're so outgoing and can very socially try to connect with people that are their Team Valor, they have good support. Team Mystic, we need to get supports. We need to get out of our comfort zone of, I'm awkward, or, whatever. Supports. That's what we need. But I think very well, my Fiki, I think very much I picked the right team, and I think it fits me very well to a T. Calm when needed, relaxed, but can have the fight back. I just think it's funny how each team relates to. I believe Shadow relates to Valor, I relate to Instinct, and Chelsea relates... No, I don't relate to Instinct. I'm so sorry. Chelsea relates to Instinct. Woo! I don't relate to Instinct. And I relate to Mystic. And it kind of explains it very much. She's up to go about K-pop and will randomly run in with the funny vine, like Team Instinct. You just look, Jim's been fortified for a long time by, Team Valor, and then got taken over by a Team Mystic, and then a Team Instinct comes in with their level 2000 freaking Snorlax or something, and holds the gym for a long time, but they just hold that one gym. Each team has different strategies, but I can see that the teams, luckily people are fitting the personality that their teams seem to be representing, which also is a good way that people can social network with people in their team. So, I know this has been rolling along real long, but this was just my, 13-minute analyzation of the teams and what I think of them. I'll update you guys with other videos about other things. I'll make a video about my team and my development stories about all the crazy stuff that happens. But I think it's interesting to analyze the teams and the people related on them. I hope there's no more fighting, no vandalization, and everybody can get along. We want this to bring us together, and that's one of the things about the teams. I think it brings people together that have similar personalities, and helps people create teams like for sports. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe my page, and if you hit up my cosplay page and you find just to let you guys know, some of these Pokemon that are on here, first generation Pokemon that I've not made so far, are $1 off. So, since we're talking about Pokemon Go and we're hitting first generation, hit up my page, and there should be a list of first generation Pokemon I haven't made. If I make it, it's $1 off. And I'm going to try to start making some unique team things, but I've been out of town and I have a commission. I'm currently have half of one plush left to do, so once I'm done with that, I'm gonna try to hit up the teams, and I will post a link in the description eventually if I eventually come up with those items for you guys. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, and I hope you guys keep going with Pokemon Go. I know there's issues, but anything that's brand new has always got a little bit of kinks.